Joining us now here to talk about taking control of your health care and what you need to know and where to find the information that you so desperately need. A lot of people like to go to the web.
Yeah.
And is that a good thing?
No.
You know what? Because when I go to the web, if you have any kind of ailment, skin rash, anything, you go to the web and it seems like when I leave WebMD or something like that, I feel like I have 5 more things.
Never Google or search for a symptom, because that's so unfiltered. You're going to get back everything from cancer to acne. You just can't get through it all. But it is good to Google if you do use it right. But I think the best places are robbing your doctor's mailbox. Doctors get emails every day, their own newspapers. Patients can too. They should read their doctor's mail.
Now, you say, what are some of the reliable sources as far as going to the .coms and whatnot online?
Well, Google is too unfiltered, and your doctor's not going to honor a Google search because it can't separate the value.
It's too broad, right?
Too broad, and it's nonsense, too important, but it's hard to tell the difference. But if you go to something like medpage.com, every day you'll get in your email account your doctor's newspaper. And just today, you'd learn 2 stories about sugar control and diabetics, women on oral contraceptives, and all of us who are on cholesterol-lowering medications. Important stories that relate to most of the viewers. And if you bring that to your doctor, you learn a lot about your doctor's response to a valid search.
Physiciansbriefing.com?
That's another good one. Medpage.com, Physicians Briefing, they're all doctor-oriented sites, but they're free. You don't have to be a doctor. All you have to do is register.
And the thing is, too, because I know that I think you were on here last time talking about this, how oftentimes people will go online using Google or any other search engine for that matter, and then they'll go to their doctor, and their doctor won't take them as serious. But you're saying because doctors check out these websites, they probably will take them more serious.
If a doctor ignores a patient who brings their own literature and says, "Doc, I just saw this on MedPage, it was an article in JAMA, what do you think?" The doctor won't discuss it, you've got a problem. If the doctor doesn't know it but is willing to research it, you've got a good doctor. And doctors may not be on the guideline. The doctor may not agree with what his own literature says. That's fine, but you need a reason.
What about regular magazines or whatnot, actual paper?
Magazines can be good, but again, they tend to be not deep. They tend not to show where the controversies are, where the nuances are, where things are really on the edge. They give you just the really basics. You don't get an education, you get lists. When you go onto the doctor-only sites, you get an education. And it's not hard, they're easy to understand.
With you being a doctor and you see all these new doctor shows that are on television right now, we don't have to name any names, but are those helpful to people? Are they useful?
They're better than nothing. You can't bring them to your doctor without maybe researching them first, because doctors, better or worse, don't have much regard for the opinions that are offered, because it's very hard when you're on 5 days a week for an hour to always bring up the best material. A lot of it is sensationalist, epidemics, breakthroughs.
I mean, you want to keep it compelling. You want to keep the viewer, for example, and to do that 5 days a week, it can be very difficult.
It's tough to do it in a rigorous way, and a lot of medicine is dull. And a lot of really cutting-edge stuff is not ready for prime time. But it is in our magazines, it is in our journals, it can be in your email account.
So the one tip that you could tell someone when it comes to taking control of your own health care, what would it be?
Go for the right resources and then bring them to your doctor. It's good to listen to your doctor, it's good to trust your doctor, but it's also good to verify. And you should have these resources so you can understand the responses that your doctor's giving you based on your reading.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for coming on the program.
Pleasure, Don.
Dr. Stephen Kussin joining us this afternoon. And